All right, everybody. I'm Pyro. This is Chuckles.
What up, though?
Today we're checking out Ren Money Game Part 3. Shout out to our boy Renerian for the pick. Pretty excited to jump into this third one here.
Mm-hmm.
The other two were bangers, so
Absolutely.
let's do this, dude.
Let's go. Huh.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
Halfway point.
well.
So he's taking more of a human route on this one.
Yeah, he has.
Kind of hitting the arms deal thing was fucking spot on.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just the corruption.
Yep.
And how it begins from the beginning and just grows, and how this kid is always fighting for his dad's approval.
Yep.
But his dad's just a jerk and won't give it to him.
Big old piece of shit. Mm-hmm. Not only that, teaching him improper lessons.
Absolutely.
On top of that,
Just teaching him that it's all about winning a game.
spreading your greed down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is outrageous.
Yeah. It's fucked up. I'm impressed with the flow so far. His flow is nasty on this.
Yeah.
Fucking nasty.
And this is way different than
The prior to. Now, I am.
although he's attacked, I mean, with one he went after just that colonization portions. And then part 2 he went at the big corporations.
They're all related to money, too. Yep.
And then this one he's going after the human.
Yep.
So he's hitting all of them.
The American dream. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. The only complaint I have is that number 2 was the exact same as number 1, but 3 is different. That's my only complaint. That's just my OCD talking, though.
Yeah.
That's my OCD.
Honestly, I think you could take 1 and 2 and just
Part 1, yeah.
run them together.
Exactly. 100%.
Especially when you got part 3 being 9 minutes.
Agreed.
You could easily just do that and call it.
Now, I imagine that part of that comes from the video as well, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree 100%.
6-7 minute song, 6-7 minute song could work.
I think 1 and 2 I want to listen to right after one after another.
Absolutely.
I feel like. But
I agree.
let's finish her out.
35. He gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36. Getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37. Eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38. With a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39. Getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck. Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
He's staring down the barrel of a 45. Women through the ashes of another life. I haven't heard that song in forever, bro.
So good.
Such a good song.
Well, I absolutely loved when he cut the band. And he just got real for a minute.
Uh-huh.
It was like, this isn't about entertainment right now.
No.
No, this is happening.
Yeah.
Day in, day out. This is life.
This is just like basically him dissing humans for coming up with or sticking so closely to human ideas that are flawed.
Oh, yeah. And I think my favorite part is you could sum a lot of this up with money doesn't buy happiness. Mm-hmm. Quit being a piece of shit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because basically
this is why morals are important and don't pass. You need to pass morals on to your kids. You need to not pass bogus ideas about how money is the only thing there is.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Because money doesn't matter.
No. And I like that he pointed out there's several things on there that I 100% agree. You know, it's a human invention and we cling to them so hard, borders being one of them. Like the idea that a border is going to keep you safe in a time where some dude running a drone can take you out. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, well, I'm sure it's easier for you to police and tax. That's, you know what I mean?
It's easier for you to tax.
Exactly.
It's not even easier for you to police because at the end of the day, borders don't have walls.
No. So
you can walk across the border.
Most of them, yeah, yeah. So I really liked and appreciated that he pointed out some other things too, right up there with money, that it's like, hey, why are we so caught up in this bullshit that's making us do things that are immoral instead of just trying to work together and
just be people.
Yeah, just be people.
Let's just grow. Move forward.
I think this song, despite what we feel, or if we like it more or less than the other two, I think this is an important song in the trilogy. I think it really caps off what he was setting out to do.
Absolutely.
I think I didn't really know what direction he would go next, and I think he picked a good one.
He definitely wrapped that up really well, and again with that stopping point, he really I felt like he kind of tied in all three of them just in that statement there.
100%.
And it was very necessary, even though you didn't know you needed it.
Yeah.
Until it happened.
100%. And let's give him a shout out as well to that. His cinematography is fantastic in this.
Absolutely.
Really, really good.
I thought I was going to hate it right at the beginning when they were doing the flipping thing. And I'm like, stop it. Please don't do this. You're going to drive me insane. And then they stopped. They didn't do it. I mean, they did it a couple more times.
Overdo it.
Yeah. They did not overdo it, which was the kicker. Yeah.
They did it in a perfect, like, artsy way. Mm-hmm. And I really appreciate it.
Because flipping camera screens, you normally will drive me insane.
I like it if it's done right.
And if they do, like, when you have the main person on camera grabbing the camera, but the way this was done,
the roles were actually kind of cool.
It was highly necessary.
Agreed.
Just him grabbing that camera, just be like, listen.
Yeah. No, I dig this. Mm-hmm. Ratings?
Yeah, we can jump into those. Where are you going on this one?
I'm going to go 8.9 here.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. I want to hear it as a song and take the video out of the thing, right? But I think it's just as important as the other two. Again, I think this caps off what he was talking to previously. I don't know if I'm disappointed that the sound changed or if I'm happy the sound changed. That's just my OCD again, right? But I think that was an important song. I really appreciated the lyrical depth that he went through on this, and his flow was fantastic as always.
Yeah, this one's going to be a 9.6 for me. Absolutely love this. I don't know that there's anything he could have changed to make it better or different, because this is exactly what needed to be done.
Yep. Agreed. Shout out to Ren for the pick.
Absolutely.
That was fantastic.